This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a special art show going on in our area. We'll let you know the details next on FYI. Good evening and thank you for joining us at FYI. I'm Ken Cara, and we start our show with headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. One person was killed in an accident this morning on Interstate 80 in Sugarloaf Township. The crash involved a truck and a motorcycle. It happened around 10:15 this morning near the I-80 exit at Route 93. Valley Regional Fire and Rescue responded. State police are investigating. The identity of the person who was killed has not yet been released. A Hazleton bank was robbed Thursday in broad daylight. According to Hazleton police, the robber is described as a white male in his mid to early 30s with a medium build and light facial hair. Police released these surveillance photos. The suspect was wearing a green fishing-style hat with a dark shirt and blue jeans. Police say the man walked into FNCB Bank on West Broad Street just after 4 p.m. He jumped over the counter and removed an undetermined amount of cash from the teller drawer. He took off in a light-colored SUV heading east on Mine Street. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton Police at 459-4940 or call 911. A West Hazleton councilman is facing a charge of retail theft. And that's according to Magisterial District Judge James Dixon. West Hazleton police filed a summary offense, a non-traffic citation against William Sharkey Jr. for the offense of retail theft. Judge Dixon said the penalty is a sliding fine of $100 to $250 plus court costs. West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt says, quote, "We are waiting to find out from the magistrate's office if guilty or innocent," unquote. Sharkey has 10 days from the date he has served the paperwork to respond. Some important information now for residents of Cunningham. PPL Electric Utilities will clear trees away from power lines in Cunningham Borough and the surrounding Sugarloaf Valley this Monday, weather permitting. For safety reasons, about 600 customers will be without power from 8 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. on Main Street from Walnut Avenue to Sugarloaf Avenue and along School Lane. It is being called an art gathering, One Night of Grace, this Sunday at the Hill City Church in Hazleton. Lisa Sugart has more on this unique event.
Today we are very pleased to welcome into our studios Ibiyinka Alao, who is the United Nations Art Ambassador from Nigeria. It is a pleasure to have you here today.
It's really wonderful to be here with you, Lisa. I've been looking forward to it. It was really wonderful to meet you last year. And so I'm just really happy to be back in the area.
Well, the reason that you are in the area in the first place is we were talking and you were the first place winner in a United Nations International Art Competition 10 years ago and the first African to win this competition. So hence now your title of going around and spreading peace and unity through art. That must make you very proud.
Yes, it's a rare honor. You know, I was really delighted. I felt so humbled and so much honored by that award. You know, I'm an architect by training. I studied architecture in the university. I was practicing for a few years until I entered the competition. And, you know, you don't really expect that you win the first place in the whole wide world. I just thought maybe a mention would be made of my work. But God just kind of really arranged it that I won the very first place among 61 countries. So, and whenever a door like that opens, you know that it's a calling to maybe do more things for people. And so that's why I'm really glad to be able to travel this way and, you know, share stories with children about building a culture of peace. So I will be hosting this art gathering. I preach at the church, at the Hill City Church on Sunday, this very last Sunday. And so the pastoral team and the elders there, they are aware of my work. And so, you know, we sat down and talked about, you know, doing something more for the community. And so that's how the idea came to fruition. And so I'll be having an exhibit, a display of some of the award-winning paintings. They have a workshop with adults and children, you know, differently, but on that same day. and try to share stories about artwork that helps us to see the culture, what unifies us more than what separates us around the world. So that's what we'll be doing, and maybe looking at some concepts about tolerance, about forgiveness. One of the artworks I'll be talking about is called True Miracles, which is inspired by the life of an oyster. You know, the most extraordinary thing about an oyster is this, that irritations get into its shell. The oyster doesn't like the irritations, but when it sees that it cannot dispose of the irritation, it uses it to do the loveliest thing an oyster ever has the chance to make. It makes a pearl, that if there are irritations in our lives, there's only one prescription to make a pearl, and may have to be a pearl of patience.
Very nicely said. I like that, to turn it into a pearl, any irritation. So there's some very good advice. If you'd like to come out and learn more about Ibiyinka Alao, we call him Ibi, yes. You can stop by on June 22nd at the Hill City Church, 600 South Poplar Street in Hazleton. You can also call the church at the number up on your screen. And if you'd like to get in touch with Ibi himself, his number is 570-384-4780 to find out about some future workshops and projects that he will be doing throughout our area. Again, congratulations on your award, and thank you for being part of our community, and come back and see us often.
Thank you so much. It's a rare honor. I feel so much blessed to be in this area. So thank you so much, Lisa, for having me.
Our pleasure.
Ibi is a really cool guy, so make sure you stop by and say hello. Well, the Hazleton area's only remaining Catholic school is the focus of a brand new episode of Community NEPA. Join Janine Mazurkevich as she takes an in-depth look at Holy Family Academy in Hazleton. After a rash of closings, including the former Bishop Hafey High School, Holy Family remains the sole Catholic school in the Hazleton area. The show focuses on the importance of a presence of a Catholic education in the area and efforts by local businesses who support the school financially. That's Community NEPA this Monday at 7 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. and online anytime at ssptv.com. Well, do you believe that some people can talk to the dead? Don't miss the next episode of The Girls, featuring internationally renowned medium, the Reverend Robin Marie. Learn about her unique talent called photo scrying, where she contacts spirits via photographs. Don't miss an all-new episode of The Girls tonight at 9 p.m. From the desk of the Hazleton Area School District now, the district's summer breakfast and lunch program gets underway this Monday. Breakfast and lunch will be served at Heights Terrace Elementary School and West Hazleton Elementary Middle School. Lunch only will be served at the locations on your screen. A reminder that no meals will be served on July 3rd or 4th in observance of Independence Day, and school locations will be closed on all Fridays. For more information, contact the Hazleton Area School District Food Service Office at 459-3111 extension 3178. This weekend, pick up your copy of the Standard Speaker for features, news, and more, and check out standardspeaker.com for breaking news. Well, a little later on FYI, we'll take you to the Pocono Raceway for IndyCar testing, but first, before we hit the links at Sand Springs and get some golf tips next.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Hi, I'm Chuck Jumpeter, the golf teaching professional here at Sand Springs Golf Club, and I'm here today to help you lower your handicap with the Sand Springs Golf Tip of the Week. Today's tip is pop it with the putter out of the rough. Now this is one that might surprise your friends. As you can see here, I've got a couple of balls in the rough. I've missed the green. I'm about 30 yards away from the pin, and I don't have a real good lie in here. Now the typical wisdom would be to take your sand wedge and try and fly it over to that pin and see if you could land it softly, but all kinds of bad things can happen in the rough if you do that. I'm going to show you another little way to play this shot that you wouldn't think of. Take your putter, play the ball outside your back foot, and just pop down on the back of the ball. It'll come out with a lot of topspin and run like a scared rabbit, and hopefully you can get that a little closer to a hole and surprise your friends. Something like this. Now that shot's going to take you a little bit of practice to get the feel for how hard to hit that ball. But if you do that, I think you'll find you can get it closer to the pin and make that putt and save your par than if you tried to chip it. Once more, see if we can do as well a second time. Outside my right foot, just strike down on the back with the putter and let the ball come scooting out and running. I'm Chuck Jumpeter, and until next time, hit 'em straight and far.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Lisa and I were hanging out down the valley today. We have a really cool story coming up that we shot today. For more information, keep checking our Facebook page for a little preview. And what a great day to be alive. Great weather, and even better because I had eggplant parm for lunch. It was a good day. Now here's your forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Partly cloudy, low down to 54 degrees. Your extended forecast on Saturday. We're going to get up to 69 degrees. The low will be 52 at night. For Sunday, another sunny day, high near 76. The low on Sunday night is 54. On Monday, more sun in the area as we get up to 78 degrees. Monday night will be 58 degrees for the low. On Tuesday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 81 is your high. And on Tuesday night, another 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. 62 is the low.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Ann Klein is here now from the Hazelton Area Dog Owners Association, and this Saturday an open house at Bailey's Bark Park, and that is at City View Park. If you take Poplar Street out of town a little bit, you'll get there. Very nice park, and I didn't know this. Your organization runs that park, and this is a big event for you guys.
Just the dog park. We don't have anything
Not
to
the
do
park,
with
yeah,
the
but the dog
BMX.
park,
Yes.
yeah.
Saturday is an open house for anyone that wants to bring their dog that is up to date on their shots, is up to date on their license, and is non-aggressive. Normally, the park is $55 a year, but on Saturday it's free, so they can try it out, see if their dogs like it, which I know they'll love it.
So you take your dogs there. They enjoy it as well?
I take my dogs, when they know they're going, they start to cry and bark all the way up the hill.
So they truly do enjoy it. And the fee you charge there helps maintain that park, and the money's very important.
Yes, we get donations, and it's $55 a year to join. That pays for the maintenance, the insurance, the upkeep of the park, and
So it's all important things, and there's going to be a lot going on this day as well. The Hazelton Police will be there. Talk about some of the events.
okay, the Hazelton Police will be there with the new dog Echo, and they'll do a demonstration. Canine Good Citizens will be there. They can help you with training, and they'll also be do testing to get your dog a Canine Good Citizen certificate. That's free. And the Hazelton Animal Shelter will also be there. So anyone that is coming, it would be nice if they could bring them a donation.
So a nice day to go out, be with the dog. Now you do another event you told me at Halloween, a little parade up there. So if you become a member, you could take part in that as well.
Yes, we have a nice Halloween parade. And also on Saturday, we will have free hot dogs and soda and water for people that bring a dog and members that come.
All right. If people are interested, maybe they can't make it this weekend, how can they reach out to you? How can they get in contact with you guys?
We have a meeting at the park every second Monday of the month in the summer and fall, not in the winter. And the park is open all year, so it's not just for the summer months. And I don't know if I said it's $55 a year. You need a key to get in and out of the park. So you can't just follow someone in that has a dog, you'll be locked in.
All right. So big event this weekend at Bailey's Bark Park. Go check it out. We'll have more puppies on FYI Weekend as we air Adopt Me, so stay tuned for that. Well, hey parents in Klein Township and McAdoo, if your kids are looking for something to do now that school's out, how about this? The McAdoo and Klein Township Recreation Committees are having a summer dance this Sunday. It's at the Adams Street Playground from 6:30 to 9:30, and it's free for girls and boys from ages 9 to 13 who live in Klein Township and McAdoo. There will be a DJ and refreshments, If you want more information, you can call the phone number on your screen. If you would like more money, you can play the lottery. The daily number, midday winning numbers here, the daily 464, the big four 8314, Quinto 80188, treasure hunt 2, 6, 12, 23, and 29. Find out what our sports tweet of the day is when we come back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
It didn't look good early, but 5 Verizon IndyCar Series drivers waited out the weather in Long Pond on Thursday, and they were able to test on the track in the afternoon. Marco Andretti hit the wall in Turn 2 during testing. He was not injured. Our Chris Goy was at Pocono earlier in the day and has this story.
It was a rainy day Thursday up at Pocono Raceway as IndyCar drivers are still trying to settle in at the track. Crew members were keeping busy by playing some catch and spending quality time with one another. James Hinchcliffe from Andretti Motorsports, who didn't make it past Turn 1 last year, talks more about experience on this tricky track.
You take a lot out of having raced here before, certainly. You know, last year was a big shot in the dark for us all, having none of us having raced here. And Carlos is probably the guy to ask. He kind of dominated here last year in the lights race. I think he won by the front straight or something. So I might be taking some tips off him. It's going to be good to have him up in the big cars this year. But no, yeah, you take a lot from last year, and certainly the test here today would have been great. Maybe will be great. We'll see.
It's so early. It's not even lunchtime yet.
But yeah, I mean, definitely laps around a racetrack that you historically have so little data from is huge. So yeah, we'll take obviously everything that we learned last year, but there's still going to be a lot to apply. There's some new tires in the mix here, new right front compound that's going to change things a bit, and you never know what that does. So yeah, laps. The more the better.
The race has also increased from 400 to 500 miles, adding an extra 40 laps to the race. Ed Carpenter is excited about the change.
I know I needed an extra 100 miles last year to get to where we wanted to be, but I think long races, 500-mile races are fun, and there's an added element to those for the drivers and teams. So I was excited to see that there was an extra 100 miles.
The race is scheduled for Sunday, July 6th at noon. With FYI News, I'm Chris Goy.
Thanks, Chris. So James Hinchcliffe wrecked last year at Pocono, and he's a good sport. Here's what he posted to Twitter yesterday about testing at Pocono. Found my race report from Pocono last year. Hashtag what turn 4 and turn 3 and turn 2. Here's a look at the report, the race report that he did post coming from Pocono Raceway. And I don't know if you can see, it says loose around turn 1, and I guess that's where he lost it because it says incomplete turn 2, incomplete turn number 3. So Hinchcliffe hoping for a better race this July at the Pocono IndyCar 500. Ron Marchetti always has a clean run. Here he is with Short Shots.
11-year-old sixth grader is competing in the Women's U.S. Open. Mother of God. Hi, everybody. What a story Lucy Lee could become. That tournament started yesterday. And welcome to Short Shots, a wrap of the past week. Sal Biazzi picked up a Sky Roman at the Swing Club last Friday night. That award that started in 1949 goes to the very best scholastic athlete in the region. On that same day, Sal's younger brother, Dante Biazzi, was selected MVP in the WVC as a sophomore in baseball. Sal Biazzi, along with Tony Hernandez and Joey Barrett, were also on that WVC All-Conference first team. Quite a day for the Biazzi family. Also in softball, Celine Podlesny, a soph, and Abby Sachs, a junior, were named co-MVPs of the WVC, while Maria Trival-Peace, Lexi Wolk, Hope Kinney, and Mackenzie Ori were first-team All-Conference, which was completely dominated by Hazelton area. What else? The LA Kings beat the NY Rangers in 5 to win the Stanley Cup. The Spurs beat the Heat in 5 to win the NBA championship. Kawhi Leonard was the NBA Finals MVP. Martin Kamer won the U.S. Open without any drama. The German led wire-to-wire Thursday to Sunday, only the 7th wire-to-wire winner in 114 U.S. Opens. NASCAR driver Jimmy Johnson won the Michigan Quicken Loans 400. Joe Girardi won his 600th victory as Yankee manager. Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers pitched a no-hitter against the Rockies, striking out 15 and walking none. Only a throwing error cost him a perfecto. The KC Royals won 10 straight, their longest winning streak in 21 years, and they're still in first place at the moment. That was all good news. This is not. The former Hall of Fame coach of the Pitt Steelers, Chuck Noll, died this week. He won 4 Super Bowls after former Penn State coach Joe Paterno turned down the Steelers' job. Noll was second choice, but it worked out for both. Noll was 82. Hall of Famer Tony Gwynn died this week from cancer at age 54. Mr. Padre spent his entire 20-year career with San Diego, the greatest player to ever wear their uniform. He had 3,141 hits with a lifetime batting average of .338, hitting over 300 every year except one. His worst was .289, and as a person, he was the best. Finally, even though the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office stripped Washington of trademark protection, the Redskins will stay Redskins for a long time. Till Monday. Stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, St. Joseph's in Shepton will be holding their block party on Saturday, June 28th and Sunday, June 29th. They'll be having live entertainment with great ethnic food, raffles, and much more. Saturday, stop by from 5 to 10 p.m. and Sunday from noon to 4. And one more quick announcement, the 111th 6th County Firemen's Convention will be held June 27th and June 28th in Danville. Events are scheduled for the entire weekend, including a meeting, church service, banquet dinner, scholarship awards, and much more. More information, please call Gary Perna, 570-233-4834. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. John R. Cusack of Jetto. Mass is Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. at the Our Lady of Immaculate Conception Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Marie Streisel, formerly of Hazelton. Funeral is June 28th at 11 a.m. in the Mount Laurel Memorial Park. Friends may call on June 28th from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the Rosenstock Funeral Home. Richard McLaughlin, formerly of Freeland. Mass is Tuesday at 10 a.m. in the Church of St. Bernadette. Friends may call Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Bullock Funeral Home in Cresco. Doris M. Viscalis of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. And Raymond J. Stastuli of Shenandoah. The Lukowitz-Orvitzfeld Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazelton. For delivery to all local funeral homes, call 570-454-0111. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Walter Klingerman of Ashland. Walter, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
We have a very exciting edition of FYI Weekend coming your way on Saturday morning. We'll let you know why some students from Norway were visiting our area, plus we'll say goodbye to 2 longtime Hazelton area high school employees. Until then, take it easy, everyone.